What's your marketing look like? How are you getting these referrals? How do you get access to some of these cases? Are they coming from peer referrals that just don't try these types of cases? Um, is it because you're educating other attorneys, and talk to me about how you're doing business development?
Absolutely. Um, so we kind of talked about the three kind of silos of stuff that's kind of going on, or four silos. And so um, I think it's real hard to be, and I'm going to use normal kind of words like a big case lawyer or a catastrophic injury lawyer, and to be that's a high margin, low volume practice. And then you have high volume, low margin practices like car wrecks, right? So today, I had a phone call from a guy who used to work with my dad in surgery that was in a car wreck, right? So I pick up the telephone and I speak to him. I have, I don't know, 10, maybe 15 of those cases a year. And those self generate from people who know me. I'm on Google Maps. I cannot figure out how to get the LSAs to work for me. I've tried pay per click. I haven't given up. I've not given up. But the direct to consumer work for me, like I haven't been able to master it. I would love to, right? It would almost be like passive income, like having apartments or having a commercial real estate that pays you monthly. Like I would love to figure out how to do that. What I do know how to do well is what I call relationship marketing. I am a good friend, and I have, I think, a lot of friends, and I don't throw that word around lightly. I've got friends from junior high that I still text with on a regular basis, high school, college, law school, and after. My friends are old, and I'm very proud of that. Um, and so through my friends, I get a lot of stuff. And then I give away probably an hour a day speaking to somebody who has a question about how to do something. And so if you call me, I may not get to you that day, but I will get to you within a day or two, and I will give you the time with no expectation of you sending the case to me. And I'll brainstorm with you. I'll talk with you about your case. I'll, what I see as the problem or the potential of your case. Um, and then I guess, how do people then know to give me a call? One, very early on, they wrote an ABA article about that first case that I did because I created a circuit split that they thought was going to go to the U.S. Supreme Court, which didn't. Um, but in speaking, actually, you can see it right there. This little guy, right? When I speak, you know who Ben Glass is?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I just like probably a bunch of folks, I did Ben Glass's deal. Very good friend of mine named Brian Beckham in Houston. He's one of my college buddies. He's a great maritime lawyer. Um, Brian is like, you got to do Ben Glass. So I go do Ben Glass. And Ben's like, you got to figure out what's your deal. So I was like, you know what? I can make this kind of simplified. And I created that catastrophic car wreck decision tree. And so if I speak, right, you get that decision tree, right? And so it's big. It's 8.5 by 11. It's laminated, so you just can't like fold it up and put it in your thing. It sits on somebody's desk, and like it just works. I don't know how else to explain it. Like I've got an abundance mentality, and there's enough for me. I help my friends out. My friends help out me. There's plenty of work for everybody. Unfortunately, um, like I would wish there was nobody got hurt, but there's plenty of work, and
Hmm.
I just help.
Yeah, that's the perfect go giver mentality. The artifact, the laminates, that makes you think of the individual. So I think you're doing it right. I think the networking's amazing. And Julian, this has been a lot of fun. I got a few final questions here.
Sure.
Uh, and I would say let's start with this one. So what small change has had the biggest positive impact on your firm?
Darn. I had not thought of that question. That's a good one. Uh, Probably niching down, right? Um, that would probably be the smallest change that I would see impacted the bottom line number, is reducing what I was willing to work on and then focusing on what I'm better at.